Up in top lane, I think that's really the only role where such a thing exists right now, and it's kind of unique, and obviously it's probably going to benefit SK Telecom here tonight in game number 1, as Khan should have his pick of the litter.
Certainly will in game number 1, but we saw yesterday it was blue side only victories. And this is the SKT roster that you've come to know and love. This is the dream team, and they have not been subbing anyone. This is going to be the squad that we're going to see for the rest of the spring split, and they're only getting better as time goes on, aging like a fine wine. Is a really, really big pickup. So SKT almost priced into having to ban away those two, and potentially the Kalista as well, that Songyun has shown a lot of proficiency on.
Given that Hanwha just selected the Zoe, but Akali...
And it's still a flex, right? You can still throw that into top lane, into mid lane. I think the whisperings that I've heard recently are that Akali does feel a little bit better on the top side of the map after the changes that have been made. But we've seen it a lot in the mid lane so far, and Faker has been an aficionado. Opposition is a dive comp, right? So they will be able to jump onto the Jinx. We'll see whether they're going to be capable of getting him out of the way of the Dark Passage as we get into game 1.
So far here, though, Olaf already level 5, Blitz to level 3. Olaf is Ben 5.
This is Aftershock Rise, though, because I don't know whether SKT are going to be able to contest. Like you mentioned, there is a minion wave in the mid lane, and Faker hasn't been able to get hit quite in time. Trouble Bubble's not going to land, but they are going to be able to lock down the Infernal Drake. Great start here for Hanwha with their scaling.
Around on the right-hand side of the map. Oh, Khan made a really big blunder.
That's about a billion turret shots that he managed to pick up there as the Realm Warp's going to come in from Tal. Khan trying to get out, but the flash is going to be there. Tal closes the gap. And that's going to be first blood. Solo kill for Tal, top side.
Quick look at this, as Khan seemed very intent on CSing the wave. Perfect Rune Prison, able to eat him up here. Tal ends up making a little bit of a mistake right here. As you can see, the Realm Warp, he should have stepped outside of it. I read some sort of a thread, actually, earlier on Reddit. There was some sort of a Realm Warp bug thing, where if you click out of it right at the very end, the game predicts that you're not, he does not have that flash in the event the clip would end up top.
We're going to have a look at this replay, which was Teddy getting hooked, and take it down. He was dead before he could even react.
Yeah.
He did use his flash and his cleanse, but it wasn't enough. Look at that. All of the turret plates taken already, and I've seen this play before. The ultimate's going to get traded now as Key does go into stasis, but he's going to continue tanking this turret. That's a great stun to come down. Last turret shot, Teddy grabs that kill. Bane's getting kills, guys. We know exactly what this means. We saw Ruler do ridiculous things. Now Mata has to use the flash. Stand behind me. He's going to come back up again as Teddy.
It looks like, actually, Hanwha Life, they want to just have an Infernal Drake fight.
Yeah, that's going to be the Vanguard's edge, but the Dark Passage comes in. Key doesn't land the hook onto the target, so that's going to mean that SKT regain control of Shelly's domain. Mata moving on over to answer Key's roam, but it looks like SKT should be able to lock this one down. Bono wanting to make it a 50-50 as Undertow doesn't hit the target. Teleport to come in as Rise is looking to pick up a buy and make his way back. They do manage to take him out immediately, though, and remember, okay, Shelly's going to lose her patience. She heads back into the pit, but it's a 5 group of SKT members. And Hanwha Life, they lose one already.
Yeah, this is really looking reminiscent of some of the Griffin games where... Is Shelly going to actually...
Shelly might be able to get some here, and that's Songyun picking up all of the plates bottom lane and all of the plates top lane. Man. This is a gigantic Jinx. Look at that. 2,400 gold ahead at 14 minutes into this game. Shelly is eventually going to die, but she did her job. Fantastic work, Shelly Rivers. Nailed it.
More in this game than they were just a couple of moments ago. Oh, canceled. Yeah.
Twin Disciplines is going to come down here as Clip gets the kick flash, plants the Q. That's the clean Lee Sin play that we're expecting from this guy. What are we talking about for SKT's composition? Their comp, what it does is kill Jinx.
Yeah, they want to kill Jinx. They want to get into the backline. But the way that Hanwha Life will conduct themselves in future team fights is the Zoe will
get out of here, does a bit of a backflip, and does create some distance between Hanwha Life and himself. Another Q is going to land there, but it's a Dark Passage that does get them out. Oh, just the tip of the Q is going to go wide. Oh, the Infernal Drake has been started. Mata is extraordinarily low. Does have the Glacial Fissure available, but it looks like a bit of Alicia for Hanwha Life. Khan waiting on the flank. Wants to get in there. It is going to be a 50-50 most likely as Clid gets on over. Bono still at about half health. As Mega Death Rocket gets rid of Teddy. And Clid has to get out. Not going to be able to contest this dragon anymore. And that is second Infernal over to Harmwell Life. And another kill over to Jinx.
Definitely superior inside of the river here. You can see Khan.
Oh, Paddle Star is really
Faker.
nice on lava.
Yeah, they have a very difficult time getting in here. Teddy tumbles, presses cleanse, not flash. I got it.
He did get it.
Nice.
Oh no, there's the flash play. Does get the safeguard flash and even cues himself to safety. That was some really nice reactions, but I have a feeling that Clid had an idea that someone might have been in that brush. Does get the flash out of the Lee Sin though, and that's going to be a big deal in going for these Baron fights. Lava, otherwise it's going to be A-OK. Faker wanting to get into position here is... Alright, Khan, that is aggressive. Goes into his stopwatch, but the Chompers are going to be there, and Lava does pick up that kill in the end, so Mega Death Rocket softens up these members of SKT in the front line.
Oh, Teddy.
Oh no, this is a disaster. He's over onto the red buff, trying to get some health back here. We'll be able to take this one most likely. Nope. That's stolen. That's Lava that picks that one up, and that was definitely optimistic for Teddy there. Well, they're going to need even more of it with a 5,000 gold deficit. SKT with all 5 members are here, and Marta's going to go for this one. The Dark Passage is available, and Sangyun does take it. In order to get out, Bono is going to be taken, but Marta is going to be traded for it. Zoe picks up that kill. That's a big flash already utilized as Faker trying to get out there, but look at these rockets. Pow is going nuts into the backline. The slow lands from the zap and lasts for about forever. As Sangyun's the one that picks up the kill in the end. No Vayne, no worries. The bottom lane is destroyed, and without a smite, we're going to go for the Baron.
We're now pathing over to the left-hand side. Lava.
Aggressive as Khan dives forward. It just cops the paddle star in the face.
Lava knows that he's not needed to actually take the Baron, and so he's just trying to deal as much damage as possible to some of these carries. On the side of SK Telecom, Paul now on duty to try to stop the Lee Sin. You can see that he's just looking for a room prison.
Yep, and the Baron is just going to get taken down. Lava from over the wall. No way that Clid was going to make his way in there. So Baron goes for free over to Harmwell Life after the bottom lane of SKT gets taken down. Let's have a look at this fight one more time.
And you can see the fight starts off reasonably well, but then Sangyun, via that Fresh Lantern, able to get out relatively okay. Olaf goes down, but then Faker ends up eating an enormous amount of damage. Clid escapes by the skin of his teeth. And then the Realm Warp able to get Sangyun back into a good position, able to find goal and find it.
Yeah, it's just really beautiful to watch here from Harmwell Life. And this is the kind of team fight that they like, as Clid tries to go for the Hail Mary, but he doesn't really have much of a health bar. And he's just going to die before he can really do anything. I do respect it. I respect the idea. But it's not going to win you the game here on SKT's side. They're just too far behind. They're going to take down one inhibitor. Harmwell Life now just looking to try and end this game. 4 versus 5. Redemption's going to come in, and look at this. The Jinx just does so much damn damage to these Nexus turrets. Marta once again throws out the ultimate, but finds no joy onto anyone. Tal in the front line. He's going to go into the Zhonya's. Final hour has been popped, but Teddy just dies. It's the Thresh that even picks up that kill. Is now Faker. He's in the Shroud, and he might just die before anything happens. He does. Lava picks up that kill, and Khan goes back to the fountain. He's looking for the next game. Clid's going to respawn, but he respawns just to watch his Nexus die. Sangyun's trying to get these auto attacks onto the members on their fountain as Khan does go down. That's going to be that. Harmwell Life onto the fountain here just to grab extra kills here for Sangyun, and the Nexus will fall in the end. Harmwell draw first blood today against SK Telecom T1. They'll need to go back to the drawing board when it comes to the draft for this one.
Yeah, and SK Telecom probably